Welcome back, everybody. Alright, so it has been a much longer break than I anticipated. I thought it'd be maybe 1 or 2 weeks. It's going on like exactly 1 month right now. But before we get into any of that, let's do a little mods on the DC2. One mod, one crucial, important modification. So this is the old antenna hole. Someone had some tape on it, and you can see the tape is giving up. And you can see the skies are pretty dark because it's gonna rain again today. It's been raining quite a bit. I need to do something with this, so let's get this off. Sayonara. Get our handy dandy silicone off. This is just parts thinner or paint thinner, lacquer, mineral spiritsy kind of stuff for anyone new to the channel. Get rid of all that old residue. Who knows how long that tape's been on there? Apparently a hot minute, because that stuff is really baked on. Holy cow. Alright, so some silicone off, finger agitation, and rubbing later, we got it all shined up. And here is going to be our fix for this hole. Da-da-da-da. From Yahoo Auctions. Got a little black plastic plug that was listed specifically for this purpose. And holy cow, that's tight. Alright, a bit of an eyesore, but a lot better than tape. And it's really darn tight, so that's going to be awesome, because we've definitely had some rain recently. Ooh, look at that. Alright, and so for new people to the channel, because there actually have been a lot of new people joining the channel, even though I've been on kind of this unexpected month-long break, or unplanned month-long break. We'll get into that in a minute. I just want to do like a kind of review update, what this car is and stuff like that. Just do a quick walk around, show where we've come from and kind of what we got to do to get it back on the road. So yeah, let's check out the car. So we might as well start at the best part, the engine bay. This has all been refreshed with new timing belt components, water pump, obviously a lot of fresh paint on everything. If you follow the channel, then you've seen all this, but if you're new to the channel and you kind of want to know what's going on, this is what's going on. So all this paint got super cleaned. It's looking fresh. Like, go back and watch the old videos. It is completely different. We got a Type R intake on our GSR motor, so to speak. Limit brake auto. Got our little battery monitor on there. But yeah, the engine is basically 100% right now. Low ball Zach with the chrome EK9 oil cap. We got our new radiator cap on there. Just freshened up as much as we can. Plugs, wires, tune-up stuff, and painted the VTEC solenoid. So engine bay is looking as good as it can look, basically. And I think we're pretty much 99% done there. You can see it's up on jack stands where it's kind of been this whole time. I went through and I undercoated all the wheel wells, rebuilt the brakes front and rear, broke them all down, new seals and everything, broke the calipers apart, painted. These were brand new rotors. I'm crying right now, but these were brand new rotors. They'll clean up really quick. I might Scotch-Brite them just to knock that off before I put all that rusty stuff into the new pads. But yeah, new pads, new rotors, 0 miles on it, new belts peeking through there, and then new motor mounts throughout. So that should be all solid and dandy. What's coming for the suspension, or what I need to do next, I do have the parts inside. I got to replace all these like dust boots on the ball joints that won't pass Shocken or Japanese road inspection. So that's kind of the next under-car thing to work on. Last DC2 video, we got the new exhaust installed, but we have those exhaust leaks I still need to take care of. I do have the high temp red RTV that you all recommended, so I'll get those sealed up and then hopefully no more exhaust leaks. The rear of the car as well, I do have the cover for that filler neck for the gas tank. I just need to put it back on, because originally one of the very first things we did was replace the gas tank, because the one that was in the car was 100% rusted out. Pump was junk, everything. So a new gas tank went in there, a new good condition used one. Undercoated back here as well. Again, new brakes and just a general freshening up with undercoating and stuff like that. Braided brake lines front and rear, just because this thing has 200,000 kilometers on it and I didn't really trust the OEM brake lines. And it's got these Bilstein shocks. I have no idea if they're good. It's just gonna rock them as is because there's no fluid leaking on them, so that will pass Shocken. This car sat for about 6-7 years, the best as I can tell. So I'm just bringing it back to life. The previous owner bought it as just an engine drivetrain donor for his 4-door DC4. but then sold the DC4 and then thought he was going to rebuild this car and then just never got to it. And so yeah, I bought it off Yahoo Auctions thinking it was going to be pretty good, but it's needed a ton of work, basically a front to back full refresh of everything. I haven't driven it on the road, it's not registered yet. Just trying to get it to that point. On the rear we have these wonderful Euro tails, which are probably one of the most commented things on the channel about getting rid of those. But yeah, last time it was this Tanabe Hyper Medallion exhaust. Really love the look, and I think it's gonna sound really good once we get the exhaust leaks plugged up. And this too really surprised me. So many positive comments on this exhaust, so I feel like I made the right choice as being a non-Honda guy. I just went with what I liked, and yeah, your guys' comments were really surprising. Lots of love for the old Tanabe exhaust. So then technically probably the one thing that I get the most comments on is the exterior and getting it cleaned up. You saw I have the buffer polisher now, so the whole exterior is getting as best a treatment as I can do to bring this old dirty faded paint back to life. You can see around the antenna that we just cleaned, there is potential there. This is frost white, it's not championship white. This is a FRP hood, but it's championship white, and you can see the color difference there. But yeah, let's move on to the interior, and you can see it's just the catch-all for everything I'm working on. We still got that taken apart, and we got our new SRS compliant hub boss in there. Interior still dismantled, and you can see whatever I'm working on, it just gets put in the interior. So I've just been putting the interior off until last. In the rear as well, we have our ITR lip here that we kind of cleaned the spray paint off, and it's gonna clean up nice to a nice factory white color. And it's just the catch-all for everything. So I'm super excited to get all that junk out of there and tackle the interior, because once I do that, like, the car is gonna basically, that's kind of the symbol that it's time to drive it. You can see we're missing the climate controls. I did reinstall an air compressor or an AC compressor on there when I did all the engine work. So I just need to put climate controls in there, which I do have. So hopefully the compressors work once I get some gas in there and charge up the system. But yeah, the one thing I was really waiting on, these two bucket seats won't pass shock in because they have a hard back, they're an unknown brand, and they have unknown brand rails on it. One thing that I was really trying to find was, speak of the devil, rain is trying to come down. In this box is what was really kind of holding me up on the interior, was trying to track down for a decent price, and I found a really good deal on a set of OEM Integra Type R Recaro seat rails, which will give you some hint and indication of what's going on with the seats in this thing in order to pass shock in. But yeah, finally tracked down some OEM Recaro seat rails so we can move forward with the interior, and this was kind of one of the key things that was really holding me up. These came from Osaka. I found them on basically like the Craigslist of Japan. It's really set up to be in-person transactions only. They want no like shipping and stuff like that, but we were able to work around it, and he has a crazy schedule. Like, it was months between replies, and he finally, like, when I inquired, he said, yeah, I still have them. And then I was like, okay, can I buy them? A month went by, and luckily I hadn't bought anything yet, and he was like, okay, yeah, that'll work out. And so it's been a couple month process, but yeah, of course, from Osaka, basically like the heart of Honda activity in Japan, got some seat rails so we can move forward with that. Man, the rain is coming down. So that feels really good to have those in hand, and we can, work on doing a full interior refresh. Oh man. Well, I guess while the accent threatens like it's gonna rain, let's move to the interior here. But yeah, I just want to say, thanks for new people joining the channel. During this break, the bump has been the scuba time attack video, so a lot of new subscribers I think are coming from that. So if you're into that sort of content, like, that is what the DC2 is being built for, just as like my entry into grip driving, figuring it out here in Japan, learning to drive faster, and ultimately, I'm just gonna throw it out there one more time, I want to do a sub 1 minute lap at scuba. So I have a long way to go for that, but like, that is what this car is being built for. It's just to get some track time, learn the process, and get faster. And I want to say a huge thank you to all of you who reached out and made comments and sent like positive vibes, wishes, whatever you want to say. When I made that, like, I'll be right back post, there was a ton of comments and direct messages and stuff, like people reaching out, like very supportive of me, of the project, of the channel, and like kind of, I guess, what I've got going on here. So that was huge, and like that felt really good. Like being able to take a break and like know you guys kind of support that. That was really good because I got some really good stuff done that was just in the background. That was either old lingering stuff that I was pushing off because trying to get videos out on a consistent basis kind of took the focus, and I'm really bad. I need to work on like switching gears. Like I really just focus on what I'm focusing on. So yeah, thanks for all the positive wishes on that. The Nerd Gold website is updated. There is like a how-to or frequently asked questions for buying stuff on Yahoo. There is kind of some product stuff up there. I'll have some wheels as well being posted probably to Instagram. I'll put them on the website as well. Nerd Gold JP, if you're looking to buy parts from Japan for your project, either new from stores, new or from Yahoo Auctions, used parts from basically any website in Japan or whatever you find online, just send me the link and I'll help get it headed your way. So Nerd Gold JP, check it out, and yeah, hit me up with orders. I really appreciate it. Like this month has been the biggest month for Nerd Gold JP, which is pretty insane because I stopped doing YouTube, but the amount of you that came from YouTube to place orders and, you know, find stuff for your own projects, it was like unbelievable. Like YouTube is, you know, helping, I guess, drive traffic to that. So if you want to support the channel, support your own build and your own hobby, your own habit, Nerd Gold JP, I'd be happy to help you out. Check it out. And yeah, we'll get those parts bought and headed your way. All right, so the DC2 is coming back to the channel, and we're gonna finish this thing up and get it on the road. Up first though, we have 8/6 Day coming up, so we're gonna hit that up. There'll be some videos coming from that, and then there's another drift event I'm gonna cover as well. And then it's basically like a 1 month crunch to get this thing done to hopefully make the event in September. I'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, that's where we are. That's what we're doing. I really, like I said, I really appreciate the support, either like just kind words, reaching out, make sure I'm okay. And then also like just the business support. Like if you want to order parts for your car, Nerd Gold JP, I'm gonna plug it one more time. And yeah, I'd be happy to help you out with that as well. So with that, I think I'm gonna wrap it here. Catch you guys in the next one. Much love, be well.